Hello everyone, this is Jag. Well, in this video I'm going to share my experience on building a natural pond on our property, and that has changed the equation completely. Now it has created an ecosystem that I didn't know it could exist or it could come into existence on its own. Not a big mosquito problem on the farm, and mosquitoes were relentless. You might know about this from all the mosquito videos I've been making. Now that's because all the farmers around me, they have pastures, they have horses, they have cattle, and they grow their own feed. So they irrigate their pastures and the mosquitoes breed there. They are called pasture mosquitoes. So we do have a lot of mosquito problem because of that. Now, when I put the pond in, I was afraid I'm gonna get a lot more mosquitoes. However, there's a fish called the minnows. They are mosquito larva eating fish, and that is a blessing because all the mosquitoes are coming here that are around me, around our property. They're attracted to the pond and they will lay their eggs in there. And the eggs hatch, they become into larvae. The minnows eat them up. So there are no more mosquitoes that's been introduced into the population. All the larvae are gone. If there are any mosquitoes around my house, I have mosquito traps where I trap the larvae and I use spinosad and other ingredients that I mentioned in mosquito trap videos as well. So that gets rid of the mosquito around the house. However, I don't have very many mosquitoes around the house. They tend to come all here. Now we made this pond last year. Now after that, I added minnow into the pond, and I only added about 50 minnows. Those 50 minnows turned into hundreds of minnows, and there were lots of minnows in the pond. So I was confident those minnows were not going to let those mosquito larvae survive. There are thousands of minnows in this pond. Well, look at all of these minnows, and they're all over the pond. They will come right up to the banks because mosquitoes tend to lay their eggs right on the banks where the water comes in and recedes, and the eggs hatch and the larvae go into the water, and the minnows are waiting right there to catch all the larvae. So the mosquito larvae problem was solved. But what about the adult mosquitoes? Those adult mosquitoes are the ones, especially the females ones, that actually bite you. This year, you know how many bites I've had? Only 2 bites this whole season. That's because of the arrival of dragonflies and damselflies. Now, dragonflies and damselflies will catch the mosquitoes in flight, and they catch adult mosquitoes, and these are the mosquito killers. And we have a lot of dragonflies and lots of damselflies all around the pond, and they're laying eggs in the pond as well. Now, dragonflies have 2 wings. They have 2 sets of wings, and they do not fold in when they sit down. However, damselflies' wings fold in when they sit down. Damselflies are much skinnier than dragonflies. Each dragonfly can eat up to 100 mosquitoes per day. That's why they're called mosquito eradicators. Now I've added those banana trees on the bank of the pond, and there are a lot more plants that are going to be added to the pond as well. Now I have this area in the pond which will eventually become a bog filter and will help to clarify the water much better. And the pond is also attracting the bad insects such as aphid, whiteflies, and other insects that actually harm our crops. So that's a good thing to have. They actually come here rather than attacking my crops. However, guess who else is coming? The ladybugs are here. The ladybugs snack on the aphids, which keeps the aphid population low. Now the dragonflies, damselflies, lacewings, and other beneficial insects also keep the bad insect population down as well.
Above all, it's a lot of pleasure to just sit by the pond and just watch everything unfold right in front of your eyes.
Now, if you don't have space for a big pond, you can always make a small pond like this one in your backyard. Now, I made this one just with 2x6 and some pond liner. I have goldfish in there, koi fish in there, I have minnows in there, and they decimate the mosquito larvae. This is a really good pond to catch the mosquito larvae and break the mosquito cycle. Not only this pond gets rid of mosquitoes, it is also very peaceful to just sit by the pond and watch the fish. Now you need a water pump for this kind of pond to keep the water circulating, provide oxygen in the water, and also remove excess nitrates. Now this brings us to our sponsor. This video is sponsored by POPOSOAP pumps. They have a variety of pumps for ponds with complete filtration kit, and they also have solar pumps on the website as well. Now these pumps comes with different nozzle attachments to make different kinds of fountains. The pump filtration kit also comes with a media filter and also comes with bio balls as well. This pump is really good at keeping the water clean in your pond. If you're interested in purchasing this pump, you can visit POPOSOAPsolar.com. I'll leave a link to this product in the description of this video as well.
And then guess what happened? The praying mantises arrived. When the praying mantises arrive, the things are gonna get real.
Many people like the praying mantis and many don't. This is because praying mantis are considered indiscriminate eaters. They will eat bad bugs, but they will also eat good bugs or beneficial bugs as well. Some large praying mantis are also known to hunt hummingbirds as well. However, I do not have these large praying mantis fortunately in our area. However, I believe the benefits of having praying mantis in your garden outweigh everything else. Praying mantis are an essential part of a balanced ecosystem.
Now there's another thing that happened on the pond. The toads and the frogs came over. And guess what happens when frogs and toads come over? They also eat a lot of bugs. We have a bunch of different varieties of toads and frogs in our pond, which is adding to the biodiversity.
These frogs and toads eat the mosquito larvae in the water, and they will also eat the adult mosquitoes as well.
Now this has completely solved my mosquito problem, but I had another problem. All the weeds growing all around the pond, especially near the banks of the pond. Now it was a lot of work to maintain this pond and keep the weeds down. However, I had chickens in a separate fenced area, and I had a fenced in area for the pond here as well. So I thought, why don't I combine the two? Why don't I bring the chickens and ducks in here? So I brought them in, and it has been game changing. They have completely eradicated the weeds. The weeds are totally down. They're eating the bad insects as well, and they're creating a natural balance all around the pond. Now these chickens and ducks have been a blessing on this pond because they're keeping the bug population down. They're also keeping all the weeds down as well, because we were having a lot of problem with all this excess water. There are a lot of weeds that were growing on the bank of the pond. So these chickens and ducks are keeping it really clear. Look at that. Look at how neat that bank is. This is all possible with the help of chickens and ducks. Ducks and chickens have done wonders around this pond. Aren't these ducks so cute? Look at the hairdo. Hello ducks. Are you loving the pond? They're absolutely loving the pond. Well, look at Lily patiently waiting outside the fence. Lily, you want to come in? You have to be nice to the chickens. Come on, Lily. You want to come in? There you go. Lily is in. Lily, you like the pond? Well, look at these ducks go. They're having a blast. Now look at how clear they have made this bank. Well, somebody's trying to talk. Well, look at how clear they have made this bank. The chickens and ducks have really cleared up all the weeds. This area was about 2 feet deep in weeds. But these ducks have managed to keep the weeds down. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got to know how beneficial this natural pond has been and how beneficial of an environment, a microenvironment it has created with all the beneficial insects that has created a natural balance and biodiversity that is cherished on this farm. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another video.